Oh yeah, totally.
Okay, so let's continue. So, as I was saying to Steel a second ago, common sense does say that the vampires will try to use the full weight of the law against them and they'll try to fabricate something.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah.
so are we recording again?
Yeah.
Did I ever see the guy come out?
Not the vampire. And in fact, if you stayed there after Steel was taken away, well, why don't you give me a perception alertness roll? See if you're able to figure out where he might have left it. Yeah.
No, not really. Huh.
Holy
I
Where this
mean,
guy
shit.
a
went?
hospital like this probably has at least 3 separate points through which you can conveniently leave. So, you were watching the most likely entrance that Steel was gonna use, and you didn't see him as far as you can tell. Then
Okay, I'm
again,
fine with this.
you know, probably a cooler evening, so a lot of people were in coats, so you might have missed him as well. He might have just turned up the collar and just hunched down or something.
Not much I can do about that.
Yeah. But you did see, what's his face? David. Get off in a cop car, probably.
Mm.
Hi, David. Won't see you again for a while. We
Wait,
need to go
who
and change
spoke?
locations.
The night is speaking to me.
We need to go and change our headquarters now
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why haven't
Yeah.
you done it yet?
because we
Because it,
because this is
Because
still
we
the
still
same
didn't quite
night
understand
everything
how
went down.
compromised it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, those of you who were working on the apartments, give me a group perception investigation thing to see what you've discovered from the vampire that was
Who's gonna
living
lead
there.
it?
The the one you assume was a Tremere, or think
Yeah,
was
I
a
know.
Tremere. Difficulty 6. You have plenty of time and plenty of opportunity. I assume you can find a way to get in eventually.
So I think who went was me, Kraft, and Aru, right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna lead, me or Aru? Because I think we both have the highest.
perception investigation, or
Perception investigation. You are
Okay, I
have
essentially
7.
tossing the
I'm at
place.
7.
okay.
So we both have the same.
So it's really up
But-
to a toss of luck.
Don't trust
Yeah.
Demi's dice, Aru.
Oh,
Yeah, looks like I'll be leading then.
I
What
could do-
difficulty?
1 or 7.
6.
All right. So you're going to be aiding me.
Yep.
Or
3 into
hello.
4 into 6. All right.
Uh-huh.
Unless you spent a willpower, Demi.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I'm starting to run low.
Alright, so you find more or less everything that's there. There's probably like a light pistol or a light revolver there for quote unquote self-defense. And essentially what translates to 2 dots of occult library for a lot of valuable books. You're gonna need some time to bring them out without people noticing, but you do have access to those right now. And generally, about what you would expect in terms of lifestyle. Feel that's.
Yeah.
In terms of lifestyle, it seems about what you might expect from essentially a teacher.
Hmm.
Except the books on blood
Nothing
magic,
about-
those aren't exactly
Yeah.
standard.
Yeah, nothing about anyone else who might be here.
Not in the apartment itself, no. There's a big, comfortable bed, but there isn't a second sleeping spot set up separately, and you probably find a toothbrush and a razor somewhere, so someone might stay over on occasion. But it doesn't seem like it's more than like a a glass of stuff in the bathroom and like maybe one drawer at most. So,
Those book looks hermetic because I'm hermetic.
they do in fact seem vaguely hermetic. Do you have any occult?
I have 4 occult.
Then give me intelligence occult at. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. So make it an 8.
Okay. There we go.
This is the closest you can think of is like around the turn of the previous millennium, around year 1000. This is some of it is vaguely similar to some of the writings from that period. At least the symbology is. The rest is virtually unrecognizable at this point.
Uh-huh. So like the old family books.
Very old family.
Get the spicy books. We can use
We
those.
need to get. I'm gonna point at those books. We need to get those books. They
There
are very
isn't
old.
enough
They have
to
very arcane knowledge.
actually figure out how to use thaumaturgy even if you were vampires. But there are a couple of rituals there, and some reference works.
Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff to give to the society.
Yeah.
Someone can pass the society whether or not they have copies of
The
it.
Inquisitor just douses it in gasoline and sets the flame. Well done, boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
God.
can't really burn the books ourselves anyways.
I want those books.
Get them then. Do it.
Well, we're grabbing the books, right?
Yep. Are we getting are we trying to get all the books or just like the juiciest ones?
You're trying to make it look like she's went and left town. That's what you're
Yeah.
trying to do, I hope.
Yeah,
So the juiciest ones.
Yep.
he bailed.
But she left town in a hurry. That's the key point.
Yeah, so we
Mhm.
take the
So
juices.
yep, grab the juicy ones and then let's head out.
Alright. So give me an intelligence occult at 6 to identify what's probably juicy craft.
Craft, yeah, Craft
Okay.
does that.
I'll spend the willpower. I want the juicy. Oh shit!
Six
Okay.
successes, alright.
You are able to identify the ones that are the hardest to replace from mortal sources, and a lot of the stuff that I'm not gonna give you the full 2 dots of occult library, but you can have one.
Yeah. And I have my own apartment, so I'm taking them there. If I can.
So pack a bag of clothes that seem likely.
Mhm.
Yep.
I mean,
Give me a
Um,
wits, empathy, and this can be a group thing at 8 to figure out which clothes might be her favorites, because there would be a good selection.
I have.
The others
5
might
in
know
mind.
her better than
Okay.
you do, so you want this to look natural, to pick up what are probably her favorite things, essentially.
I have 5 in
Okay.
empathy.
Wits, empathy at 8.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
actually
I
have a
5 in that.
decent roll at that. Holy fuck.
Yes, but you're
That
not
was the
there.
wrong macro. Okay, nothing from me.
I kind of.
Oi.
I'm gonna fucking whiff this, so I'm not sure if I want to help or not.
You don't have to
Just-
if you don't want to.
I have no empathy.
Who is
into-
leading this? Aru or Kraft?
No, Craft.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna help.
Alright. Seems like you pick up a decent set. Let's
Mhm.
see.
I know my woman's clothing. That's not so wrong.
Does
Cool.
he... Let's see. How vicious a cunt was she? I mean, she's a vampire and not that high on humanity. She probably has a box set of that TV show, Gladiator. You know, the Spartacus stuff. You know, the really super bloody one. Just like a a collector's edition. Yeah, you figure you should probably take that one as well.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a
It,
good
it,
one.
it looks well
Bring it.
used, like an old favorite.
Thank you. Yeah, we killed a good. That was a good bitch to kill. Whew. Oh yeah, bring all the stuff.
Okay. And her phone.
Yeah, that was we were going to hack it or something.
You didn't
Yep.
copy it.
Copy it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Copy
We
it.
can hack it at our leisure once we have a safe edition somewhere else.
Do you have
Sure.
any tech or computers? Probably computers on any of you.
I
And
have
they're-
both.
How much of it? You want 2 dots to do this right.
I have 2 tech.
I also have a dot in computers, if nothing else.
I have 1
I
computers.
I have twin both.
Yeah, but
You
you are
weren't here.
currently in lockup being asked why you lied to the police.
Why you lie, boy? Why you lie?
Yeah, they're currently like, I don't know what the law is in Massachusetts, but it's at least 24 hours for questioning.
Totally.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like as an absolute minimum. I think some
Yeah.
states have it as much as 72 that they can just hold you to question you.
I mean, I
Yep.
think 72 is the maximum length, but there's no real minimum, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Federal.
Okay, so in terms of copying with one computer, because yeah, I will let you use technology to try and take it apart in a way that prevents it from being tracked, essentially disable it, so you can dissect it later once you have access to proper equipment, or maybe send off to the Leopolds. Or you can try to copy it now, all the relevant information now with intelligence computers at 8, or we're gonna say wits technology at 7. And this is gonna be one of you doing it, I think.
Yeah.
I have same dice in both. 5.
So do the one with lower difficulty then.
Okay.
It's less likely to
Wits
fail, but you
tech.
won't get the information as quickly.
Reserve the information.
Yeah. I mean, wits tech. Spending willpower.
Right. Very well then.
Jesus fuck.
Ooh.
I mean,
Ow.
they might not have anyone that tech savvy in the city.
For fuck's sake. It's oh god no. I don't even wanna know.
You really don't.
I mean, I'm kind of impressed. Apparently, no one in this group went with anything in computers or tech.
Steele did, but he's arrested.
I speak to support, but apparently I'm the fucking spear. Yeah.
You're not the spearhead, you're bait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And you knew this when I told you about your character and his position
Yeah.
being really out in the open. So yes, you
Mhm.
set yourself up that way.
Gilly dangly bait bait. Oh.
Meanwhile, the nurse is in a neighboring interrogation room, teary-eyed, telling them that she doesn't remember what happened.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is bad.
Mhm.
It is really bad.
Aren't there cameras in the elevator?
No.
Yeah, there was a technical
Mysteriously, they seem to have
malfunction.
been erased.
Yeah. If you guys thought the place that he had infiltrated for a couple of decades wouldn't have had he wouldn't
It's
have
not
the resource to at least
decades.
tamper with the evidence
Oh,
here?
it's not decades.
Yeah. Close to.
No.
Not even close to. The previous Percy whatevers were based out of Boston.
Yeah. He's new here.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet that that was actually almost as much influence as he has over the security. but it's a pretty easy one to have. So
He's. They are not gonna be pulling any punches on the influence. No. If he had enough influence, he would have had you dragged screaming and told everyone you were a psych patient that had escaped and, or something, and just drag you downstairs anyway.
Hmm.
Didn't he socialize? Wouldn't people know him?
Yeah.
oh,
Not as much as you would think. His
Yeah, I
ghouls
was-
might have socialized, but he was kind of that mysterious wonder doctor that saved lives. People knew of him, but nobody wants to believe bad things about a likable dude who just wants to do his job and help people, and just kind of a
Hmm.
weird loner
that-
guy.
So they'll believe that the weird loner guy is a crazy escape patient. I mean, okay, fine, whatever. So, did I find anything with the phone? Did I fix the
you
phone?
weren't finding anything.
Yeah,
You were
like
just
I
Did I
said,
fix the phone?
with tech, you are
Right.
disabling it in a way that prevents it from being tracked. Hopefully.
Can I do both?
Not
No,
after
you
you
just
already
don't
turned it
know.
off.
Okay.
That's why I told you had to choose one.
Okay.
The copying was the computer, and the saving this for later, and hopefully for something better.
Well, disabling
is
it.
your
Yeah.
tech.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so once day dawns, I assume you're leaving the hospital grounds, Epic?
Yep. Once it comes up and I don't see a vampire or anything, I just go shrug shoulders. I better go and explain to compatriots that well, one of my roommates had this bitch that was messing with his head. He asked me for some backup, and I had to go and give it them. It ended up
That's-
really messy.
Okay,
That's surprisingly true.
give me
Oh.
a charisma subterfuge, Epic.
I'm willing to bet I phrased that well enough that you'll be happy to just kind of let me get away with it, even if I don't do fairly bad.
Depends.
As long as I don't botch.
Depends on how badly you do.
Oh, we'll just see how it goes. No successes, but I phrased that really well.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it was good.
Yeah, your manager takes you aside and essentially gives you the, yeah, dude, we can't have you running off at 5 minutes notice. Next time, get someone to cover your shift. Like, we can't have this. So just, please don't do it again.
Yeah, sorry. I'll try and make sure it doesn't happen again.
I'll try and make sure, but it won't be it.
I mean, I'm Batman. Wait, what?
Disappears in front of him.
My
I am the
people
knight.
need me. My people need me.
That's right. When my people need me, I will disappear. But
I am the knight.
I will also be there for my compatriots.
Alright.
Amazing.
I think, given that Steel got away and how badly that went, he deserves an Auspex roll to realize that Epic is about to kill him next night, as soon as he finds him.
That's correct.
Before
As soon
he...
as I find this guy, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah, he knows.
He has a feeling.
Yeah, just has a bad feeling all the time now.
He has an
Because-
angry man with the fist of God coming after him.
Is he still in the city after this?
You don't know yet.
Okay, so he comes back. Epic comes back home, tells us what happened.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
he got taken by police. I'm willing to bet his cover's blown. He'll probably need to go and switch headquarters. Abandon
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
KK. I have an apartment right there.
We'll use it temporarily while we set another place up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume you move out the trauma kit and any guns, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pull everything out that we can, hide, wipe everything that we can down.
Time to go to School Street.
I'd be
Alright.
tempted to leave traps, but there's almost a guarantee that it's not going to be the vampires themselves that check it out. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it would seem pretty
Proceed.
pointless.
They don't dare. Just not killing normal people.
They have no issue with killing normal people. If
He
they're
No,
doesn't.
I do
I
have an
do.
issue killing normal people.
Oh, he
I just
does.
don't have an issue killing and torturing the people connected to vampires.
Ah. As long as they're connected to those evil bastards, they can go and
Yeah,
die
remember,
in
I'm actually a
hell.
high humanity dude. I'm fine.
Right.
How high humanity?
Very
Trash.
damn high.
He has a variant path of humanity in practice, if not in game terms, because he's on conviction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not an asshole.
Opinions
Has anybody not
vary.
vampire?
Opinions
No, it's
definitely
not-
vary on that. No, that
He's an asshole.
he
That's
is a
because-
fucking asshole. There's no fucking
Yeah,
way.
my charisma is high enough that I'm not a complete asshole. But that doesn't mean I'm just like going to go around killing random people, dude.
Okay, good, good.
Given
Now, if I
that
discover a ghoul, I might torture them to death, but that's a different matter.
given
That's
that
because you need info.
people would have seen you like neighbors hanging around the base of operations on occasion, why don't you they would be able to use auspices, but give me a epic. You're a lucky sort of dude. Give me a luck die. That's a straight luck.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that
Oh boy.
once this kicks in, and it's gonna take Vamps a while to ask
We did
all the
very good
neighbors.
on a lot of stuff to avoid too much stuff. So
You essentially, not right away, but in a week or 2 weeks, you're all gonna take 1 point of extra suspicion. Once they
Yeah.
put together descriptions, etc.
that's fine. Just
I mean, his
supposed to
whole
happen at some point.
his sidestepping of the "I only have one partner" is was actually useful because the only person who knew otherwise also happens to be currently Ash.
I mean, she didn't even know. There was just one sniper.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
he
the
did
cameras
ask
don't have a
about,
clue either.
his teammates and stuff.
I was
so,
Yeah,
like,
and
I
the-
am the night.
Like,
but yeah, they only know that they think there's only one other hunter there.
So I do think that we're going to somewhat abandon the hunting of vampires, most of us,
oh yeah.
to try and just move our base of operations. Besides that, I'm just going to have we're just going to try and kill the one in the hospital,
Alright.
basically.
Okay,
Gather
so
whatever information we can about him, where he might be, things like that. We should still have the thing over into the cameras, but we'll need to get close enough to watch it. So
yeah.
means probably somebody's buying another apartment over there.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so take 2 willpower points, everyone. Even you, Steel. I shall be merciful, despite you currently being in lockup and things turning downwards for you.
Hey, I'm at max again.
Hey, should I divine if the guy's still in the hospital?
You can divine on a course of action.
Right.
Uh, uh,
Do we go to the hospital to kill him? No.
I I want to assist, but I can't. You don't have...
Mhm.
No, you're in police custody.
Yeah.
At the
I'm talking
moment,
about
we've
correct.
decided. Well, there's
Yeah.
not much we can do about whatever happens to you from there, short of
Oh
breaking
yeah.
you out.
Yeah.
So I think
And
we'll
I'm
just
not.
keep a note of anything that happens to him. But we're not going to be leading any assaults or anything
Oh yeah.
unless
No.
he's like convicted of something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just see how well people when spending lots of willpower. And telling mean things about Steele and how he was strange and crazy acting and a little off that whole time.
The poor caring doctor getting fucked.
Don't worry, they're rolling like crap.
Yeah.
They are spending
One botch,
willpower.
one fuck up with one no successes.
They are
on
spending
almost another
willpower.
botch.
There
Doesn't
are,
matter
yes.
in some ways.
They are spending willpower, and the police don't take this particularly seriously, but at the same time, the nurse is clearly traumatized. He was yelling like a madman, and while that was probably not a self-inflicted wound, in fact, given the angle, that was almost impossible. Still, what do you say on the psych evaluation?
What do you mean what I say on the psych evaluation?
They are gonna bring in a psychiatrist to talk to you before they have to let you go. They want to see if you are actually cuckoo, like a lot of people seem to suggest.
Uh-huh. And how does this go? This is the first time you're asking me to do it, so please elaborate. What do you mean I say? Like,
They're trying
What?
to tell. They're trying to figure out what your motive is for everything.
Yeah.
I think.
No, it's a psych evaluation.
Yes. They ask
It's
you
literally-
questions about what kind of a person you are, what you would do in situations, ink plot tests, etc. What kind of image do you try to project?
the caring doctor that would save a life. If able
Okay.
to.
And what do you tell about what happened in the elevator? Do you stick to your story?
So I do not stick to the same story because I have seen the footage. No, I have
Common
seen the
sense
footage.
that not sticking to the same story is horribly bad. Even though you've already been caught in a lie, but this is a downward slope that's gonna spiral very quickly if you're not super careful and you're already slipping and on your ass.
I'm sticking to the same then.
Okay, so apparently... Yeah, that's not much better either, because it sounds like he's delusional.
No, he wouldn't sound too delusional, especially with the whole
Yeah.
cut on his back.
That...
It just depends how why he lied about the weapon, why he says that. And he can actually tell the truth to a good degree, so.
Well, this is about the psych evaluation.
Yeah.
Not about...
You know what? I think delusional is probably an alright psych evaluation for his true character.
Yeah, like I would say yes.
But
Probably a
that
correct
wouldn't
evaluation.
necessarily be the worst kind of thing either.
Yeah.
Okay, still, so... Give me a... manipulation empathy roll, I'm gonna say, looking at what you have. To
Can I
see
spend
how...
the willpower?
You may spend a willpower to give a not too bad diagnosis.
At 6?
At 6, yes.
2 successes. God damn it.
No, you're fine, dude. Stop being so worried.
Okay, so eventually the police would have to let you go, but they probably submit you to the psych ward in the hospital for another 72 hours for observation on those grounds before they let you go. Provided you're gonna survive those 72 hours.
Do I even have access to my phone or anything?
No?
Should.
You get
Why
one
wouldn't
phone
he have it
call.
after?
He wouldn't have access to his phone. He can call from the police station.
No, he should have it after they start bringing him to the psych ward. They should return his items.
Sure. Probably. They probably
Minus the
won't be
gun.
super harsh.
Minus the gun, I would assume.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't do anything with it. You hid it and you lied about it. You might have your license revoked, but that doesn't mean you're going to get the gun taken away most of the time.
Wait, they give back
I mean,
guns to
don't you
people who
need-
don't
wait,
have
don't
license?
you need a license to own a gun, anyways?
I think you forget this is America.
He wouldn't have a
no.
license to essentially concealed carry anymore.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to do the concealed carry or have a very good reason for it anymore without going to a shooting range. But most of the time, you can bring a gun in a lot of places and not have to
Okay.
have a deal.
For this week, essentially, Steele is bouncing between the police station and the psych ward getting evaluated and questioned. So,
Pretty much.
first order of business is to move the base. You are able to do that with little fuss. Where do you take the boat?
Obviously, our new base is going to have another little spot for the boat. So where do
Yeah.
we make our base?
Other side. No.
Other side.
Go to the other
There's-
side.
There seems like to be a nice little path over here that leads to the coast. I'm
Can
over
we
that.
actually have some people roll? Can we just all start rolling to see if we can find how good of a spot we can find that has a place for the boat?
If that's what you want to do with the week, sure, but I'm gonna make it perception investigation at 7 probably, because there's a limited amount of choices. You want to stay away from the south, which is the university, and the fight club, and that leaves you with a semi-limited range of options, and a lot of those are more or less the city center, which is probably the domain of someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So are we doing this as a group thing or an individual?
Yes, this is a group thing.
Perception.
Ari, do you want to lead or shall I?
I think I'll lead in this one, unless you really want to.
You did the last one. I'll do this one because hey, why not?
All right,
I just feel like
I'll spend a
focusing
willpower
if
and
we can get a good enough
Yeah,
spot
I'm
that
gonna
is
spend a
even
willpower
out of the
as well.
way, we can probably get away with a lot of stuff if we do this pretty well.
Anyways,
okay. Don't add any successes.
2 successes for me. I spent a willpower.
Okay, who is
Alright.
leading this?
I
Demi.
am.
Demi is. Okay, so 2 so far.
Okay.
Okay, difficulty
I
7.
don't really add anything. I didn't spend a willpower point, so
Ah.
So 2 successes.
two
Okay,
successes isn't bad. It's actually probably about the same as what we had before to a good degree.
you can find a place where you can stay, and you can find a place where you can essentially rent a pier, but it's not going to be right next to the place. It's going to be a block or 2 over. So if you have to run with vampires right on your tail, you're going to have a little bit of a distance to cover before you're safe.
Okay. And where does it end up being?
Probably like somewhere like here at the back
Okay.
end of like dock area.
Where?
Over here.
Like here.
Well, there. Okay, I saw it.
Okay. And
We're not bothering again.
so since you're doing that for the most part, and you have to keep up the normal thing, you can combine that with keeping a semi watch on the hospital, but means that you're gonna be less rested at the end of this week and you're gonna recover either one less willpower or no will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me know which of you, if any, are keeping a watch on the hospital.
I probably am doing the watching on the hospital again.
Okay.
I'll be nearby him, helping out what I can. I know that I'm not very good at watching stuff in particular, so more likely I'm just in a position to try and act on anything.
Okay. Have you ever seen the doctor
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
personally? Epic.
He
Yes,
did.
When?
Anthony.
he brought in photos of him.
Right. That was through the camera in the security office, right?
Alright.
Or
Didn't I
was
also
that
try
from
to research
elsewhere?
him?
He did research
Yeah, we
him
ended
and
up
brought in.
researching him.
Ah,
We probably
yeah,
could have
right.
gotten pictures.
We brought multiple. We have both a live feed of him as well as a actual,
Okay, then
pictures
good.
from him. So
Epic, give me a luck die.
never. I don't do luck.
I was gonna say 7.
Epic,
Goddamn.
one of your shifts, you see him come into the club. He's no longer hunting at the hospital.
Oh my!
Wait, because he's done
Do
too.
it. Do it, Epic.
Oh my goodness. Oh god.
You're a bit too rowdy, so grabs and takes out to the alley.
I mean, it's just, punches. It's nothing.
The moment
Throws him
I
into the
realize
trash.
where he is and where he's hunting, I immediately go and contact Demi. Yo, get over here. We got a vamp. I don't actually put it that way. I go, hey, there's a interesting target over here. Try and get over here. Prepare what you
Target
can.
is probably on the NSA list. It's more like a, yeah, one of them goth kids is making trouble in the club. Come check this out. This dude is really stupid. See this?
Oh, you act like we care about what the NSA thinks here. I think you forget something.
The
The
society
NSA
cares.
stuff is so overloaded, they can't even check it.
So yeah, I'm probably just gonna bring a. Well, I do know Epic's working in a nightclub right now, so bringing a cool rifle
I'll
might
tell
be
him more.
bad.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just
All
gonna
good.
bring a pistol for now.
Or you
No,
could
I
set
tell
up
you, prepare the
outside on the
Prepare the
roof
full
opposite.
package, my friend.
That also works, yeah.
Time to shoot a bitch, Demi.
Yeah, time to. Yeah.
Time
So-
to top.
Yeah, should I do a perception thing to find a nice place to, set up?
The
I
gun
think
nest.
that is a. You have hunter tactics, right?
Yeah, 2 points.
Yep, we both do.
Give me a wits hunter tactics at 4, Demi.
Okay, gonna spend willpower just in case because my luck is fucking amazing. Okay.
Not bad.
You know,
Even at 4.
the street does not have a lot of alleys that you can really duck into without ending up in a dead end. So you just position yourself casually with the rifle just hidden by your body leaned against a dumpster. Where you can see people lean out, see people passing up and down the street from the club. And just a perfect vantage point of
Oh my god. Are we
Shooting
going to
down
see
the
another
street.
bullet in the brain?
Maybe,
Oh.
yeah, probably. Let's praise to Jesus. So I'm in position.
I need to
Yep,
roll
I'm
an
going to-
aspects to sense
going
the
to
most
go ahead.
tightening.
So I'm going to start
Okay.
setting up, my excuse for the other bouncer guys. Hey, something's coming up. Could I leave in a little while? I'm sorry, but I'll try and stick around. I'll see if I can call somebody up, see if they can take up the shift.
This is the second time in as many weeks. Just okay, fine. If you can find someone, just go. But call someone up first, and you load them.
Okay. So I start, calling some of my fellow coworkers up. Hey, can you come in and work the rest of the shift? Sorry about this.
Do you have something like you know what? This sounds like manipulation empathy. You're trying to play on their sympathy.
Works for me, I guess. I'll spend a willpower point on this.
Alright.
Don't forget about your flaw.
-1 die.
Yep. But the good news is I made a very good impression before. Not sure how that affects this, but I have made a very good impression.
Yes, that's what's allowing you to semi-easily move away from this for a
Two
second time
successes.
is as many weeks with like no
You're gonna be on
warning.
thin ice, but
Yeah, it's enough. You find someone, they let you go, all is well.
All right. Time to get my cloak.
Here comes
Time
the
to
night,
become the
boys.
night. Time to become the knight.
Okay, you take the
Then
cloak.
I'm going to set up a position for, trying to ambush the fuck.
Okay, what are you trying to do? Keep in mind there's probably a bouncer at the front door. So,
Oh, not going to, be setting up at the front door or anything.
yes, so where are you setting up? I need to
Hopefully.
know.
Hopefully, he's going to be trying to take the gal or whoever he has outside the nightclub. Not completely possible, which in that case I'm relying on Demi to tell me about it. It's possible he's just going to try and eat in the nightclub. That confident in it.
Alright.
But there's also a really good chance he's going to actually try and bring her, him, to someplace else, either an alley or his car. I'm personally hoping for his car.
Okay.
Kick.
Let's see, what would be the plan here, having gotten a ping from Auspex? Well, first of all, well, he doesn't know you, so he can't recognize you as a fucking threat.
he knows not. He knows nothing.
only me. He knows only
And
me.
he does know that your friend is that your friend, your one friend, is not exactly going to let a vampire live.
But he knows one more thing, and it is a very important piece of information, which might screw us over slightly, but I do feel
What,
it is
they used-
pertinent. They
What,
used
that
a
he
sniper
uses a
rifle.
sniper?
Yep. Whoever it was used a sniper rifle.
God fucking damn it. That roll.
Was important.
I'm gonna
He
guess
was
that was a
looking
perception.
he was looking for an alternate way out.
He's gonna run straight into Bacon, into Epic, isn't he?
Epic, give me a wits hunter tactics, since you're melee at 5.
Here's the next willpower point.
He can't taste the vampire at this point.
Oh god.
Yeah, you...
Oh god.
The club isn't a too tall a building, so you casually go around the back, climb up a fire escape, pull yourself up on the roof. Be a
I am
roller.
the knight. I am the knight.
You can see the entire thing, jump down on virtually any side, whichever direction he goes. Like a good spot.
This better not screw me over. This better have been amazing, and I better not like
Seven,
take damage or something from this.
7 successes. Oh boy.
I will require a Dex Athletics roll, but unless you manage to fail it, you're not gonna risk damage.
Sweet.
Okay, so shit.
He pulled a fucking epic. God damn it.
He pulled a Batman, Steve.
No, he pulled an epic.
No, it's Batman.
Okay.
He's
No,
the
he
knight.
hasn't.
Obviously, the Batman has to stand on buildings when he looks down for crime. He does it all the time in the animations. Guys, did you never watch Batman?
Okay, so let's roll this. Okay, good thing he spent willpower on this one.
Man, he's running out of willpower.
He's putting
He's
it so
fighting
much.
for his life because he's getting hunted, boy.
No, this is the first one he spent. The previous one he just outright failed. So he doesn't
Oh.
know any back exits.
Oh, rip.
Okay. Alright. Some time passes. Some 15 minutes later, a taxi shows up. And stops at the club, and you see both of you, one of the bouncers, escorting your target out, and he's acting as if he's, essentially, you know, whoa, I'm not feeling so good.
Oh god damn it.
Oh, well.
Snipe either way.
Yeah.
You won't have time to
Oh.
aim, Demi, but you can take the shot.
This is going to be bad for him.
Wait, by him, me or him?
Yes.
Yeah, the problem is if we're not. Yeah, actually no. So,
He
Yeah.
does have an arm around a bouncer, so difficulty will go up by 1, because I assume at least you're trying to avoid hitting said bouncer.
Shoot through the bouncer.
I'll let Demi do whatever he wants. He doesn't have common
Yeah.
sense. So
yeah, and I'm not very.
personally,
I'm
this
not
means that
very
he's abandoned his car.
But I'm not very smart either. So I see the guy, and he seems to be about leaving in a taxi. Shoot him in the head. Let's go, boys.
Do you allow him to spend willpower on Auspex roll?
No, that was not Auspex, that was his atrophied presence when talking to bouncers. The Auspex
see.
roll he actually succeeded on, that's why he, with his paranoia, was even doing all of these things instead of walking into it.
So, let's see if I fucking hit a bitch. So the difficulty for this is 1000 meter killer puts it by -1 and it goes back up to 1. So that should be
I
an 8.
do want both of you to actually roll me your stealths. Demi,
Which stealth or dex stealth?
for you, Dex, for Epic Wits. Epic, you are well hidden and you're not actually moving out to attack, so difficulty 4 for you. I want to see if he's able to detect you. 6 for you, Demi.
Okay. Can I spend willpower on this or no?
And if you inch.
I'm gonna let you.
Okay.
Oh, what do you know?
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Glad I didn't spend a willpower point on it.
5 ones. Holy fuck.
Don't worry. It wasn't even a botch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a botch, but still, 5 ones?
That's fine. He can notice me.
And so you
I'm a
notice
weird guy on the top of the roof.
Yeah, he's the knight. It's fine.
Oh shit, this poor sod.
So, I take the shot.
Everybody keeps noticing. Everybody's shooting them.
So I don't have time to aim, so no perception dice. So just 8 dice, dex firearms at difficulty 8, since it goes, vice versa. Let's see if it is. So yeah, difficulty 8.
I'm gonna say he has to burn at least a point of blood on celerity to try and dodge a bullet. Because that is not easy.
Oh,
Damn it.
Yeah, you see his
Jesus
head
Christ.
just blur.
what the fuck?
The bouncer might also notice his compatriot suddenly moving at supernatural speeds to
No.
apparently dodge a bullet.
He could have ducked before the bullet started.
Jesus Christ, those successes though. Motherfucker.
Oof,
Don't worry,
yeah.
it's all good.
I want all three of you to roll initiative.
I don't think the taxi's staying around.
I'll
Only
just
this.
put myself on the map.
I am going to reposition myself.
Okay. What's the plan? F.
Well, I'm not going to go and attack him while the bouncer is particularly around. But the good news is, I'm on top of the roof. I just, go back. Go back down onto the ground. It's time to start stealthing.
Okay.
Actual stealth.
So essentially go down and move around the buildings to be in a position to follow him.
Yep,
Okay.
because he's most likely actually going to either go for his car or he's going to run for the alleyways. I should be able to get in position that I can go either way for this.
Okay. So, give me, first of all, your initiative epic, and then I'm gonna need a dex athletics from you to see how quickly you're able to reposition yourself.
First initiative, so that's fine.
Okay. Demi, you see what the fucker is gonna do. He's not gonna be a stupid cunt. Before the taxi can take off, he's gonna spend another point of celerity to essentially open the door and jump in on the back seat.
Necessary evil time.
So yeah, my question now is, I don't have common sense. Fuck, and I'm not that smart either. Would I shoot him or the fucking? I don't want to leap. in the
Roll
chase,
intelligence
so-
hunter tactics at 6.
This is to kill a vampire. I must spend the willpower.
This is a trap which you have managed to set up. If he gets out of this, essentially you have him where you want him. This is as good as it gets. He's only gonna get more cautious and more clever the more you try and fail. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this guy's a cautious fuck. He's somehow managed to always know what's going on. Even with only, one aspect's successes.
I mean, part of the problem is you're planning on all the times when you've actually done something. It's either been a direct stepping stone to shooting him in the face, or it's attempting to shoot him in the face.
the problem is Epic. Usually he would ignore these, but the first few he got, he did ignore on this. That's why essentially Steel had as much give as he did, because some of those rolls he was making in secret, he did succeed.
So he's listening to it all the time.
Yeah, now it's like, oh shit! Better safe than sorry. Abort, abort, abort! He can't know for sure from aspects, but from experience he knows you are trying to fucking kill him.
Well,
I'm
the
really
other
surprised he's going for the
individual.
taxi.
I'm really sad that this is a GTA right now where I could just shoot the gas tank and it all explodes.
No, I'm not too worried. I'm actually just surprised because there's no way the taxi's going to do anything short of just leaving.
He probably has dominate or some shit. So
I was just mostly thinking, like, would I shoot the tires or would I shoot him again? But I'm not that,
Well-
quick with it either. So I'd probably just shoot
That's
him.
what your intelligence thing was. So
Yeah.
you just need to decide what do you
Yeah,
do.
you know that shooting the tires is probably better because it prevents him from getting away. That seems to be his plan, to just abort the fuck out of this and hope the taxi is smart enough to go.
Yeah, fair enough. I will then shoot the tires.
He heard the shots. He knows that his friend isn't responding to phone calls at this point. He knows how this ends.
So, so I'm fighting the Dex of firearms. So 8. What's the difficulty for shooting the tires? 6? Maybe a 7?
Given that you're using a scope, it would wash to a 7, I think.
Right. I also messed up my roll because I forgot to add 2 dice on the shooting. I'm a bad. Yeah, I forgot to add that.
That's only if you take an action to aim, Demi.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay then. So yeah, so the difficulty for the tires.
Difficulty for, well, I'm gonna say that it washes to a 7 in your case, because, you know, there's metal that covers part of the tire. If you were more from one side, it would be a 6 for you.
Okay. So, but does it go down to a 6 due to my 1,000-meter killer
No,
now?
that's width. Like the base
okay.
is 8.
Okay then, let's hope it hits. It is.
Here's the good
Uh,
news.
do I
Hitting it
have
at
to roll
all
damage?
means bad things for the tires.
Do I have to roll the damage for this, or is it already implied?
Yes. You need to roll
Yes,
damage.
please do. If you roll no successes, it might get deflected.
Yep.
So 8 and 1, that's 9 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the tire explodes.
He's not running on that.
Well, I need to make sure I take down the blood for that celerity action, because believe it or not, he wasn't at full, what with him hunting. Yes, down. That's fucking damn it. Demi, what? I think the taxi driver at this point would probably just hunch down and try to make himself as small target as possible in the front seat.
That sounds about right, yeah.
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 What would the vampire do? The vampire would try and do much the same potential. No, he knows that the death is coming. Shit.
He just knows that it's a sniper, no one else.
No, he knows he knows there was someone on the building.
Yep, he saw
Yeah.
both of them. Or
No.
heard them or whatever. He knows. It's shit.
He knows I'm
Sadness.
around. He doesn't necessarily know what I'm doing, and he knows that I'm not shooting him, but he knows there was someone on the building.
Yeah, given how wide the gap was, he probably knows that you moved somewhere, he doesn't know where, and that's a bad sign. Oh, shit. I think I know what he's gonna do. Demi,
Oh god.
you're gonna
Yeah.
get 2 chances to shoot him.
Okay.
So,
So once I hear the shot and presumably the explosion of a tire, I start heading for his car.
start running.
Yep, I'm gonna try and cut him off from the vehicle.
Okay. Give me a luck die to see how appropriately the building is constructed to accomplish this. Because yeah, we kind of need to know exactly where the fire escape would be.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you're probably not gonna be fast enough to prevent him, but you're gonna be right on his tail. So Demi, here's what's gonna happen. You can see the fucker just peek up, and you see the look in his eye. He's gonna come for you. He's gonna rush you.
Rush B. Rush B.
So you're gonna get at least 2 shots at him, which coincides with the amount of bullets left in your gun.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take all this turn and spend 2 celerity actions to get to you, and then on the turn after that he can attack.
Whew. Spicy. So let's I'm in a lying prone position. Kinda, the fucking trash bags in the dumpster. So yeah, let the motherfucker rush at me. If he wants to come at my bullet, the additional actually I don't know that because I'm not fucking science, but the additional force of him running into me will deal this extra damage, Kappa. So let's just shoot him.
Okay,
I'll
one's
admit,
in
I
the
wouldn't
way.
expect that of a vampire.
No one is in the way, so the difficulty goes down to a 7.
So let's get that boy. 8 at 7. Let's do this.
Wouldn't it go down to 6? Wait, no.
I'm
70.
aiming for head.
Shot? Ah, question
Yeah.
mark.
Always, baby. Let's do this.
If you fail this, you're not a real slow, Demi. You've had so many chances.
So I hit him. He wasn't dodging, right? He was getting the 2 slayers
No,
coming at me.
he wants to get to you. He's almost out of blood. He needs to end you.
Okay, so I hit him. So that's 8 and 9 due to head, so that's 11 damage. Oh, come on.
Oh
One
my
from
god.
Did you?
Did you add 1 for headshot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did add 1 for headshot.
Damn it,
Okay.
Demi.
God damn it, damn
Those
it.
Hello,
dice, man.
darkness,
Those
my
dice.
old friend.
Blame the establishment. Fucker.
Don't worry, you get 1 more shot.
Yeah, but
Best be the shot of the world.
now the shot that's gonna come next, since he did kind of run at me, is it going to be
Yes.
point blank?
Yes.
Okay. Last shot. Let's make it count, boys.
So he is gonna be burning all of his celerity actions to essentially grapple you and get fangs into your neck on this turn if you fail to shoot him. You can,
Okay.
instead of that, try and true fate him. Epic won't be able to help you on this turn, but he's running behind the dude. He's gonna be able to try and engage on the turn after this one.
It might give you an extra true faith.
My true fate has worked 1 out of 6 times.
Do you put your faith in the gun or in the powers of God? Because if you
Yeah,
believe
that
that it's
bastard.
failing you, I might decrease it.
Yeah, if you. If
Yeah, I
you
can't
don't
spend
believe-
willpower to
No.
ensure true fate. Shit.
And you are zealous, so you would totally use your faith.
It's
would
up
say.
to you, Demi.
Dude, leave it up to him. It's up to him.
Yes, it's
not
up to him. It's a
anything else.
question of what your character trusts more.
God damn.
Now, if this would be the point to use either of these, they are both at their most powerful right now.
Yeah.
Demi, he's in point blank and
Okay.
you're using a scoped weapon. You see his nostrils feel the optic. He is a difficulty, like 5 to sock in the head? Surely you can't fail this one.
I'm just mostly, I don't really care about that right now. I'm caring about like, would my character use the true fate and the cross that he has, or would he do the gun? God fucking damn. You know what? Can I roll conviction for this?
It's
I
up to
want-
you if you feel it makes a difference. It would be,
If-
just be your own thing.
If I succeed on the conviction, I'd probably use true fate because my conviction is mostly towards the god. It's my god. So, yeah,
Make it a proper high difficulty though. Never
I
mind.
did it.
There you
I
go.
didn't. Yeah, let's lose the true fate, boy, to ward him off.
In
All
God we
right.
trust.
Roll
2
at
dice.
a hidden difficulty. You can step up as part of this and press the cross into his face.
I mean, he's already rushing at me. Why the fuck not?
But that will put him in physical range. Then, if you don't actually push him back successfully, he's gonna be able to just grab you and bite you.
Demi believes.
See, if I don't push back and if he kills me, that's just God's plan, and I wasn't worthy for him. Okay.
In
So,
God we trust.
2 dice, difficulty 6. Come on, game.
Deus vult.
Oh man.
Deus motherfucking Volt.
You see his hands reach out, fangs extended. He's already turning his head to the side. He's fucking gone. And then cross to the face. And he's scrambling backwards. A fat cross mark across his face just burned into what used to be his face.
Deus Volt.
Continue pressing it on him, Demi. Advance.
Epic, you see this happen. Your compatriot just drops the gun and raises his cross. I believe that triggers a flaw of yours, because you have Paradise Lost.
It does. Well, it kind of does. It's usually supposed to be when I try and do something like that. But I think because
It said anything that reminds you of what you lost, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. No, you're completely right. The examples it gave were a little bit different, but yes, that would actually totally do it. Go for it. Let's see, difficulty 7, I think. If I
Yes,
remember
on
right.
willpower.
Yeah. We'll just see if I lose a willpower point here.
So much for that celerity, huh?
Nope, don't lose the willpower.
Sweet.
No
Help me now,
regret.
motherfucker.
No regrets.
I mean, after the cross is the fist of God, right?
Yeah.
After the cross is the fist of
Incoming
God.
fist of God.
In God we trust.
Okay, Epic. What do? You are able to engage this turn.
Sweet. Well, there's only one thing to do. It's time to hit a bitch.
Okay.
It is time to prepare the fisting, isn't it?
So, yeah, I think I will. Yeah, I might as well just try and do as much damage on a single turn, I think.
Okay.
I don't think I have enough strength to justify trying to hit him multiple times. So,
I am the knight.
And I am the light. Fuck you.
I was hoping to try and sneak up on him, but that ended up getting out of the window. So,
I mean, isn't he distracted?
What would he do here? Splitting kind of gets you fucked because we decided to change the rules. Huh. He would like to attempt to run, but I will allow you, Demi, to try and step into his path and essentially block him from going away. You're gonna you won't be able to damage him, you're gonna have to focus essentially on using the cross to keep him from getting away, pen him in.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that then.
Line up the shot.
So, what do I need to roll for that? Dex athletics?
You need to roll True Faith. I
Okay,
think
first
you
that.
have enough dex to actually manage that. It's more a question of, you know.
Right, so,
Come on.
for the glory of God.
Oswald.
The glory of God, indeed.
That's enough.
Okay, Epic.
God
He is covering against the wall. I'm gonna give you -1 difficulty on this.
wait.
David,
Also,
only
isn't this
allow-
technically in full view of the civilians where people
Oh,
get
yes.
crosses?
Epic, I told you, difficulty 5. You may reroll.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There are people screaming in the distance about bloody murder and did you see how fast that guy went? What the fuck?
It was wrong.
Also, prepare for the fist of God. Strength plus successes, right? For his damage?
Yes.
Plus,
And he-
well, yeah, plus those successes.
And he already had 2 aggravated, I think.
Yes, he already has 2
Well,
egg.
Two,
The
alright. because then
difficulty
get
of
this-
True Faith is based on their current willpower for use against vampires.
Oh.
Yep.
So wimps
Good to
are
remember that.
easier. That being said, both of those were 9s, so he probably took at least 1.
Well, now he has
Epic.
at least.
Really?
What?
Just
Do act.
2? Just 2?
Don't
What do you
worry,
expect?
Only.
I'll cross
I'd
them.
only have so many points to go spinning around.
Well, yes, but 2?
Dude, he's fucked up.
He now has
is.
now has at least 3 ag damage sitting on him.
You only have 3
Four.
strength. Okay.
Yes, 4.
No, I have 3.
Yeah, you only have 3 strength.
And
Yeah.
he's in a frenzy.
Okay.
Good news.
Back, beast.
Dude, again, I only have so many.
Yeah.
I initially
Yeah.
started with 4 strength, but the SD said that it didn't make sense to have only 1 stamina. So
Yeah, it didn't.
Yep.
Well, you
That's
could
fair
get
comment.
another dot of strength and maybe some potence if you were embraced by the right clan. For the glory of God.
except my glory of God is currently going into somebody's throat. So
Yeah.
Okay. So I assume you want to continue the fisting.
And I'm gonna, and since this guy seems now to be even feral at this point, and the god is on my side, I think I would, press the cross against him again.
Well, he gets to declare first without knowing what you're gonna do, and he's gonna
my
leap
declaration is
at the
punch a guy.
yeah. He is gonna try and leap at the dude fisting him.
I'm just gonna fucking, cross in his fucking face again, motherfucker. Back, you beast. Damned be you.
Come on, Demi. 3 out of
Okay.
3.
Let's
3 out
go.
of 3.
There's Volt. There's Volt.
Okay, so you pressed it into him.
Yep, he did.
Mhm.
Oh. Let's see. You know what, Epic? He is on his knees, crying, and he's saying something about how he never hurt anyone that didn't deserve it and he tried to be good. You may extinguish him.
Extinguished light.
Break his neck with your holy hand, motherfucker.
Do you want to make a cold shot to the neck?
You know what? It's cinematic enough. Let's try it.
I'm gonna let you keep the -1, so the next shot is gonna be a 7 and not an 8.
Let's go for cinematic.
Hey,
It's a hit.
This
Doesn't
means
he
I
take
just
much?
roll normal damage.
I think he's done.
Oh wait, no, that's not right.
Fuck.
Yes,
What
it
did you
is.
do? Yeah.
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
You have 3
It's just
strength. It's not a
SXS.
+1. You don't have claws out.
Okay.
you don't
He's
have
like
cross
at this
that
point, if I remember the damage, right?
Okay, you
was
see
actually,
him just slump to the ground, out cold, just lying there, cold, pale, very much a corpse.
I broke his neck. I punch him in the face again.
I wanted to fucking cross him in the face again. Come on. I
Okay.
go before you. I cross him.
Roll, Demi. You have a chance to finish him first and kill Seal. You have the higher initiative.
No, I don't.
Damn it.
Oh no, his current willpower is 4. You epic, as you the face descends, you just see the cross enter your peripheral vision, press into the monster's forehead, and you
Deuce.
realize, as the
Oh, good
smoke
job.
curls upwards, God damn it!
Oh, good
Oh,
job.
God.
You have erased one of the lights of from humanity.
With the
Using your
power
true
of God
faith.
only.
I mean, don't you understand? God only approves when you use truth against actual vampires.
You didn't do a single damage, did you, with the rifle?
No, I didn't.
All right, so you best go clean up and get ready to go. I believe you're about to get attention.
Yeah, I guess, I can get my rifle, and I kind of really want to walk side by side to you like bosses, like we just fucking took Jerusalem and didn't leave the alley.
Epic, I need both of you to roll perception alertness, and Epic, I need you to roll me a luck die.
Okay, the difficulty of the perception alertness is 6.
Yeah. You don't notice anything. I mean, there's a lot of people watching. You probably don't want to show your face here. In fact, given how people are probably looking for this mysterious sniper at this point, have another dot of suspicion. Epic, you're stealthy as fuck. The cloak protects your identity. You might, from what Demi at least can tell, probably even go back to your job. You might not get fucked there.
I mean, that's the entire reason I went about it this way.
Uh-huh.
And somehow I am not dead yet.
So you have
With
killed
that,
2 Auspex users so far. Any bets on how many more there are?
Probably one more. Probably one more.
Look, we killed this one asshole here who just kept, trying to make everything go to shit. I feel all right.
You
Oh,
came
you
after
let them.
him!
And he kept thwarting all our plans.
He was trying to
Horrible
survive!
plan,
You would
man.
have done the fucking same!
Animals
I don't
do the
give a
same,
fuck.
and we still hunt them. He is a beast. Let him be damned.
Oh my god.
Demi, you know what? For exceptional roleplay, as a monstrous zealot, have another dot of true faith. You are now immune, I believe, to mind control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
He
includes
can't get turned
obfuscate.
at 4.
He doesn't even need to roll anymore. He's just immune
Yeah.
to obfuscate.
He's just flat immune. Oh god.
Oh no. That's 4. The mortal may not be turned into a ghoul. Is immune to mind-altering disciplines. Is 4.
Oh, that's 4? Okay, good.
Yeah. 3
I don't
is
remember what
he
3
can-
did.
Oh, 3 is passive detection. You can meditate to sense vague locations now.
yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
No fucking- Oh man.
2
Oh,
was you
God
may
damn it.
resist, dominate, or similar vampiric mind control by spending willpower.
Yes,
One
that's the thing.
protects
You
your
can spend
strength.
willpower. So if you suspect there's dominated peeps, or not dominate peeps, obfuscate peeps around, you can spend willpower to just go, I disbelieve. God protects me.
Those
You didn't need clear-sighted.
Yeah.
Spend willpower.
So I assume my health levels are gone. Like I got treated and everything.
Hey, Debbie,
Unless
Yeah.
you...
we just, Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to gloat with Demi. I'll do that after.
Okay.
Still... I'm gonna need
I-
to take a look at lethal healing charts.
You said I got it from basically losing too much blood.
You did...
So
Healing time. Mortals healing times. Healing lethal. You were at hurt, right?
yeah.
Then
I
yes, you would
assume
be
they treated-
healed. Still, you weren't treated specifically for blood loss, but you have recovered by now.
Hey.
Slightly anemic, but not in a way that will fuck you in an immediate way.
In an immediate way.
As long as
Yeah.
I mean, it won't fuck you unless someone actually drinks from you again. You're essentially more vulnerable to repeatedly getting eaten from for like a month maybe, until all the blood properly replenishes. But you're okay.
Okay. So my identity is burned.
Burned as fuck.
Is the dominate even active yet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you ran from the dude screaming about bloody murder. Did you actually believe he was gonna kill you?
Well,
Yes.
you do now.
Yes.
I would say the dominate would have broken because what you did was essentially going up against acting normal, and you are doing it because you are afraid for your life, so that would fulfill the catch for dominate too. So you're free.
Oh
Okay.
fuck.
So 4 XP for everyone. Do the 2 people involved in this glorious victory? Well, Demi, no, you already got true fate point. Fuck you. But Epic, you can have a willpower point back at least if you spent one there.
I did. I'm back at full
I,
now.
as- I
don't
assume
need to
I
justify
don't
anything.
recover.
You're gonna recover at best one at the end of the week. And like I said, that's for the 2 people who are actually there doing the kill, I would say.
Okay.
Because they just, well, at the very least, fucking Nate. Actually, let me have 1 epic, have 2, even though you're at full. So,
Fucking
well,
fanatic.
just
Yeah,
fuck you
well,
in general, but you
Bro.
get one for fanatic as well.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Also,
know.
you technically have your max willpower kicked up from the new point of true faith.
That is true.
Kind
Yeah.
of kicked up, not like officially.
Yeah.
It's like a pseudo dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mental resistance. Add fate to
The-
willpower for
the
resist
way-
mental assault.
True fate is weird, but the way it was written, the way we did it, it adds to your overall willpower as well. It just adds even more to resisting the things that can be resisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. Just clarifying, he's not adding permanent willpower dots. He just adds his true faith to anything asking. For it as
No,
well.
that's
So,
how we did it. He does add it to his permanent willpower. It's just that if he loses it,
Oh.
those willpower dots essentially, he's so obsessed
also-
essentially that in practical terms, it's acting as a thing that actually bolsters his actual legit willpower.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh.
It's ridiculously powerful in this supplementary book. But
So-
2 out
Yeah.
of 3, 2 out not 2 out of 3, 2 out of 5. But progress, and you've killed 2 out of the 3 you know about, and you have a way to find the other 2 you don't know about.
Also,
Yep.
here is a question. I assume all of my shit was transferred by those people, so I have nothing past my normal gun at this point.
Still,
By the way I did that, I actually have an awesome alibi. By the way, I wasn't
Yeah, you
even
do.
nearby. Fuck you guys.
You left to go do something. You can't have been nearby. You are
Demi,
not the knight.
Guys,
by the way, you are probably gonna be looked for by the police. The vamps might not have a huge amount of information to track you specifically.
Boy.
You're probably gonna be tracked by the police because you've now shot 2 people, and one of them they saw you kill.
Yeah, I'm sorry to
I
say
mean,
this.
granted, they
part,
saw you kill him by pushing a cross into his face and him turning into ash, but
Yeah,
Did you
I
leave
do
the
know
body
an
there?
outstanding community member.
poor Demi is probably going to be on wanted posters.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Did you leave the body there to disintegrate there on sidewalk?
I would have just quickly tried to search for anything in his coat or anything, but I felt that it was too obvious what happened. That the best thing we could do was actually probably just, leave it slightly out of the way, so that the vampires kind of have to deal with what happens with his death.
Uh-huh. Give
Was
me a
too obvious.
perception investigation at 7 before we end to see if you manage to grab anything useful or if you are too
Alright.
pressed for time.
Demi, help out.
Sure.
More likely, you're the one that's going to be able to try and find anything off him. So
Sure. Should I lead then?
totally.
This is, I'm gonna say, given how many things are going on at once, Demi probably is keeping a lookout to make sure you aren't caught by the normies, but
Oh.
either one of you, this is gonna be a one of you thing, because one of you is keeping a lookout,
Okay.
essentially.
Could I retroactively spend a willpower point on this then?
Yes, but then you need to reroll. And it's perception investigation anyway.
I haven't rolled yet, so
Well, then you can spend willpower. And that would be the point that you essentially get back. So, sure, why not?
all right. Difficulty.
7.
3 successes.
Okay. You probably find a scalpel on him, a phone, and a wallet. Probably. Well, let's see if he had drive and if he would have kept the car. He might have ditched it, but no, there's probably car keys of some description. Might not be his car, might be a rental, but there are car keys.
Cool. Grab those. Grab basically everything, actually.
Mhm.
We're as interested in the police not particularly knowing what happened here as the vampires. We were just, it ended up being more obvious than we would have liked, but hey.
Yeah, you're within acceptable parameters, but you're not within ideal,
Yep,
mission goals.
that's exactly what I figured. So, we'll just try and take what evidence is on him about his identity and leave him to rot. Because, yeah, we killed him and it was pretty obvious. And we're probably not going to be able to take the body very easily. Not and run, at least.
Yeah. Alright, then. I would say that given the shock of this, and that this was just a random nightclub, you are able to get away just fine. You both have hunter tactics, so you've been trained in how to handle this moment in the hunt.
Okay.
Now, what the police report is going to look out like will be interesting, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
this
I
guy.
should start investigating this case to see how much they got on you.
They aren't
guy
gonna
right
share
here-
anything with you about an ongoing investigation, Craft. No way.
Wow.
No.
Especially not
So yeah, but
repeated shootings like this. Like, no way. There's no fucking
That's
way.
basic procedure craft.
Yep.
I'm a private
more
detective.
curious thing is the body. It doesn't appear to have any bullet holes. In fact, there's this massive cross in it, and it looks like somebody broke their neck.
Several crosses. Several crosses. And
Craft.
Yeah.
You're a new guy in town. This is a
Uh-huh.
very high profile crime in a semi quiet town, and imagine if a mob boss asked a private investigator to investigate an ongoing investigation. Are the police gonna share that? Fuck no! Not if they want to catch the dude.
Uh-huh.
this is standard police procedure craft. Not
Totally.
the active ones.
Yeah, there's
By the way, I am just theory crafting because I'm just kind of curious what they'd think. It's a very interesting little body to come across.
by the time they come across it, it's not gonna be a body anymore.
Oh, that's very good.
He was old enough. Oh,
he
shit.
he wasn't old enough, but it's not that far from downtown, sure, but the body does decay within at most 10-15 minutes, I'm gonna say. So
Yep. And I did say that we did at least put it like right behind a trash can so they won't obviously see it decay.
yeah. So essentially they are not gonna see it before it's significantly decayed to the point where the crosses aren't gonna be obvious.
Okay.
Okay.
Or just the
They're gonna fucking confuse them because bodies don't decay that fast and they don't turn into dust.
They might not even believe that's the actual body.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
those
that's
are
actually
all
a good
obvious things, yes.
So yeah.
Okay. Just a quick question regarding Two-Face. We're using the Two-Face system from the book, correct?
More or
But then-
less.
Yeah. Then the
Uh,
levels mean different things than what I said before.
Craft. Long answer, it's an amalgamation of rules and rulings that make a balanced approach to the kind of game I want to run. In short, it works the way I say it works.
Okay. Because the wiki and the book says different things for the different levels, just so you know.
Craft, I hate
Yeah.
the wiki. Don't quote the wiki at me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Demi is immune to dominate and dementation.
He is immune if he spends the willpower point.
Not according to the book.
God.
Ever.
Even if he doesn't activate that, he can still roll his true fate to resist any effect and subtract their successes.
But yeah. So Debbie,
Yeah.
go ahead and kill the bitch.
I love it.
By the way,
Good
Demi,
job.
the first one wasn't a confirmed kill.
Well,
Epic was just rushing in time to grab the body and make sure that, it didn't get caught, but he couldn't be sure that you were the one that shot it.
so it's 1-1.
I
The race is
Nope.
on.
Nope, I killed it. Fuck off.
I mean, I'll be blunt. My character doesn't care who killed it.
He
I
does
killed
though.
He
The
does.
sin of pride goeth before a fall, Demi. God will turn his back on.
Not unless it's the damned. I'm killing the damned.
So,
Modesty
yes,
and
Demi,
damned. No.
we did it again. We went and killed another vampire. Not only that, you're the only one taking any real repercussions from it. So
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you.
I somehow-
I mean, the first one's death came at the cost of steel, and now this one has come at the cost of Demi.
One suspicion, and
I wonder why. I wonder how this ended up happening.
I mean, it still ended up happening because of
You know,
dumb luck.
when a Auspex wielding Ancile comes in, it's gonna be like, have you ever wondered why people keep dropping dead around him or keep getting imprisoned? Have you ever wondered why the elders in the society hate him so?
It's all about the Earthbound inside of the cloak.
Don't you want to work for a side that would value you, young hunter?
I will
He's
say
only
this,
rude.
Demi. I don't think you're too fucked yet, because even though people did get to see you, it's generally been at a distance and such. So
Except the priest who he was talking to and raised suspicion with previously. If they remember him,
fuck,
they
you're
will
right.
have a description.
I mean,
So, if your suspicion gets too high, it's suddenly going to rack it up because they're going to ask, oh, the priest noticed something. So,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
your problem.
The description from these dudes is probably gonna be relatively-ish vague. But
Yeah,
the
it was a long
longer
time
you
ago.
are in town, especially if there's another shooting, the bigger the chance that one of the priests will come forward with an actual description. So you are not necessarily immediately fucked, but you are on thin ice.
I
Demi,
feel like
you
should I
might,
go under the radar for like 2-3 weeks maybe?
or you might want to use the fucking crossbow I have.
Or we might want to just kill all the vampires and get out of here.
That works.
That works. I mean,
Oh,
at this
God.
point, the identity is so burned that I might as well just say,
Deal. Stop talking
fuck.
about your identity. It's gone. It's smoke in the wind.
Yep. So
He's dead.
I'm
So,
joining into this killing.
4 XP for everyone. Anyone want to make any fun purchases?
Hunter tactics. This.
I could raise my hunter tactics to 5, I suppose.
I would let you raise yours, but in terms of getting the first dot, you have seen enough at this point, Craft, but someone would have to give you the formal instructions, because it would technically be a knowledge.
Oh.
Mhm. I'm probably going to spend the next week or two trying to train up astral projection in game. So
I'll go ahead and raise my
I'll
hunter
save that for
tactics to
later.
5. I will be an ultimate
Right.
hunter.
Christ.
Call the Pope.
All the Pope. Pope man. He must
I'm
have.
also deciding. What sounds a better idea? Maybe getting my hunter tactics up, or possibly getting my awareness up.
Awareness doesn't make much sense to me.
Hunter
But
tactics, though.
Hunter tactics, yeah, go.
Yeah, okay,
So-
I'll go for hunter tactics 3 then.
So, Chris, I have a question for you.
Yes.
With how my character has been going, is he doing too much of another nature than the caregiver?
No.
not
Fine.
yet, at least.
You haven't
Because
really
I think he's
done anything against your nature or that would change your nature particularly that I've noticed. So
I don't know. It just somehow feels.
Yeah, Aro, I'm gonna need to make some rolls for that, but I'll keep that in consideration.
All right.
Eh,
Could I get Pyromania? Numina.
Pyrokinesis, you mean?
Pyrokinesis. I don't.
Pyromania. What?
If the
Yeah.
group is willing to spend, essentially, you have 2 brownie
Yeah,
points with the higher ups for successes in battle. If they're willing to spend one of those on instructions / materials to help you master that, and essentially give you the permission to study another form of witchcraft, then
No.
yes.
No.
Otherwise, not so much.
Occult library level 1.
That is
Not
blood
enough. It's
magic
not
and
the special
kindred
skill.
lorecraft. No. Even with Thaumaturgy, there isn't enough to make it work on its own.
If you want to buy a kindred lore, go right ahead, but I think the society would execute you.
For kindred lore? Really?
Yes.
Kindred lore specific. You know, if you spend time exclusively studying, it would give you information that you don't have. Reading through
Yeah,
those
like-
books, I would let you raise your cult, potentially.
5. For those sweet clan
Oh wait,
special.
no, you are at 4 occult already. Never mind,
Yeah.
fuck you then.
Wow, rude. I already know everything in those books. Right.
You don't, but they already give you an advantage as a essentially
Minus
resource
4.
when you roll as a reference material.
Yeah, I guess.
As long as you spend time referencing them.
Yeah,
Have
make
that in
sure
mind.
you add that in your backgrounds craft. You do have 1 dot of occult library.
Right. I'll add that
Or
to the back
someone's thing. You can add it to the group, I guess. I don't know. Add it somewhere, someone.
So I
Oh,
have
yeah.
a question.
Yes, still.
I
You
have-
do
I
have plenty of
been-
questions. Go ahead. One more
I
before
have
we wrap
been-
up.
I have been rolling a lot of stealth. I think that is the only thing that makes sense.
Haven't you been rolling a lot of larceny? I didn't roll
No.
myself.
You did roll a lot of larceny this time.
Yeah, and a lot of stealth there last time. Can I buy? Can I buy both up? First of larceny, second of stealth.
Okay, sure. If you can make me a manipulation empathy roll at difficulty 7 to get Big Bertha to not molest you and show you a few tips.
Wait, can you repeat that?
No.
Can you repeat that?
Just roll manipulation empathy, Steel. It's okay.
At 7, or you're gonna get molested in the holding cell.
Uh,
It's that is also a learning experience, Steel. Don't you want to learn?
it's fine.
Go ahead.
Uh,
Big Bertha forces you to buy her smokes, but she does tell you a few things.
it's fine. Like, yeah. I guess I
Amazing.
will let her know some medical tips too. You know.
She doesn't
treat
care. She
yourself.
tells you to go fuck yourself and shut your bitch mouth.
Aw.
Oh,
Oof.
Oof.
Spicy.
Yeah. Oof.
who the fuck is Gabe? That's weird.
Ah, how the fuck am I still alive?
Because he wasn't
I'm not
that interested
surprised.
in killing you in the hospital. There was no easy way to get to you due to people being around.
Ah. Speechless.
I feel like that might be a talent, right? Like empathy, close related talent.
I think that's a skill, you know.
Craft, as in part of investigation, especially this kind of investigation, sure, you can take stealth too.
Really useful.
Finally, I actually have a decent dice on with stealth.
I do too.
Or
So the
dexterity.
difference of 1 dice was enough to make it decent?
Oh, look. The difference
It's more of
between
the
one dice and
difficulty.
2 dice is 1 dice. So 1 dice makes a big difference.
It's the difference between 5 and 6 for him.
I think the bigger
Actually,
thing
no.
is the difficulty decrease.
That's
so.
He
4 and
already had
5.
stealth, and it's 4. No, you had 2 decks, didn't you? So it's
Yeah.
3 and 4. So okay, fair enough. If
That's a
4
pretty
is
big
decent,
difference.
then yeah, then fine.
Let me.
Oh.
Yeah, I think. What were you rolling?
Oh, that was just to see. I'm using the any dice that Epic used to see my chances at rolling well on True Fate now.
Demi, True
The only
Fate
time you
only
roll well is
will.
when there's a vampire with you.
Demi, the only time these will work, as we have now determined, is when you believe and you need them to work, when it's in a worthy, godly cause.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. When you do it for the funsies, God says a no-no.
God says, fuck you, you piece of shit. Don't use my powers unnecessarily.
That's
that's why it's a
basically what's
botch.
happening at this point.
That's why it's a botch, damn it.
So.
God knows.
Hey guys,
So-
this is actually going a lot better than I expected.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually going slightly worse than I expected, given that you're part of this, Epic. But within acceptable parameters.
I mean, given that we have steel in here, doesn't it kind of balance out?
Hey, I have
Yep.
been the perfect bait, okay?
Steel. He kind of looks up the Epic's skills, so not so much. And he took common sense for some advice as well, so.
That's fair.
Yeah, Epic,
I'm
you've been
trying my
disappointing
best.
me. I expected you to do better. Steel, I don't blame. He's doing better than I expected.
I'm trying. I'm
To
getting
be fair,
exhausted each time.
I've been doing it
officially.
for in-character reasons on why I just went for the gun there. Because the guy got one of our people arrested, presumably. I decided to just consider him way too much of a threat to just try and, find out where his home base is.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Well,
not
you
crack
missed
him
out
down.
on an opportunity. I won't tell you what, but there was a chance to move the investigation ahead if you hadn't killed him.
Yeah, I had a feeling there was, but I was in character. There was no way I was going to let him go.
That conviction, bro.
So,
Must murder.
what is the difficulty to fire a crossbow with a wooden stake through someone's heart?
9.
So yeah, if you're worried about me doing this, by accident, nah, it was totally on purpose.
Yeah. F.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop recording here. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I hope everyone enjoyed this. Say your goodbyes, guys.
Bye.
So yeah,
Bye.
I'm enjoying playing crazy deadly assassin monk.
See,
Remember,
this
kids, all
time,
the deals.
I actually
Only
allowed
this-
you to say goodbye.
Yeah,
Wow.
you're being way too generous. You planned something.
Ave
You're
Maria.
planning
It's
something.
kind
Just
of
the
fucked us in the
obligatory
ass
Earthbound.
seconds.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man, this is all your
yeah.
fault. You made it obligatory. I blame you. Anyway.
How?
No,
Why?
shut up.
He asked us explain how to drop the meteor on someone's